Devin has been doubted. I mean, and he keeps proving you wrong. I hate to say it, but I mean, there was so many people that I hope that you stay over there because it's motivation for us. If you think that, doubting us and doing it's motivation. I'm so proud of him, and that's all that I'm going to say. Eddie, Eddie, listen, okay? And if anyone asks any questions about someone named Connor Wynn, and I say, Connor, when is he going to get a belt? When is he going to do what Devin has done? If you're going to put him in the same name and the same time, you know what I mean? There's a lot of tremendously talented fighters that deserve a shot. Boots Ennis and Virgil Ortiz keep arguing back and forth. Boots can't get a shot. How would you jump over Boots to come to 147 when you and a family that's great as we consider ours is? You know what I mean? So give the champ his well-due respect, and let's keep it, you know what I mean, in congratulatory fashion. Thank you.
In the build-up to this fight, Jolie here for Fight Hub TV. Devin, in the build-up to this fight, a lot of the talk was about Brian Norman Jr.'s power. Did you feel that in the ring tonight?
Yeah, Brian Norman, I thank him for the opportunity for giving me a shot at the world title. My dad put together a great game plan, and my team put together a great game plan to, handicap him and, to, not feel his power as much as possible. And, I don't want to disrespect him or, say anything bad about him because he gave me the opportunity. And I'm able to be world champion and be the man of the division like I once was before at 135 and 140. So, I want to just keep it, super respectful for him and his team because they made me world champion again today.
Devin, congratulations. Your last fight against Jose Ramirez, it was a defensive masterclass. It was more defensive than you were tonight. Do you think you needed kind of that win after the Ryan Garcia fight to be as dominant as you were tonight?
Yeah, like I told y'all before, my dad and my team put together a game plan, and I just execute the game plan. It's not about, every fight, I don't fight everyone the same. So they put together a game plan for Jose Ramirez, and I went in there and I did that game plan. They put together a game plan for Brian Norman, and I went in there and executed that game plan. It's not about, nothing about the Ryan Garcia fight. I'm just following the game plan to win, and that's what I did. So the game plan that I needed to win tonight was the game plan that I did. It wasn't the same game plan for that they put together for the Ramirez fight. Every fighter, we fight different. I didn't fight Loma the same way that I fought Brian Norman. I didn't fight Brian Norman the same way I fought Regis. I got a great team, and this is not our first rodeo. We're not new to this. This is not the first time that we've been here. So, yeah.
Bill,
Assalamu alaikum.
First of all, congratulations. Bill, in a perfect world, if Ryan Garcia beats Barrios at 147, would that be the dream matchup for him and Devin to run it back, both with 2 belts on the line?
It's no secret that, we have a rivalry with that team that goes back to the amateurs. So, you know what I mean? We have unfinished business. I will never say that he's not somebody that's on our radar, but being clean and being a clean fighter, you know what I mean? We want to make sure that that's intact. And, I've never shied away from our bad blood with Henry Garcia and that whole team.
Assalamu alaikum. MashaAllah, tabarakallah, well done. Huge congratulations to you both. Obviously, you reverted to Islam a little while ago. I'm really curious to find out about how Islam has changed you in terms of your character, your life, even how it has impacted you on your training and your boxing.
Yeah, walaikum assalam. And Islam has changed, me and my family's life. A lot of people around me. It brought a lot of structure and, definitely changed my life for the better. And alhamdulillah.
Well, if when they say revert back, I feel like I say, well, that means that you don't even know why you're a Muslim. Well, Allah touched me in a way that I felt it. One of my sons, he said he felt paradise in a way that he could see it, and he told him, he said, Dad, you're doing a good job. Keep spreading Islam and peace. I always think about reverting back. I think I was born a Muslim because there's only one God.
Devin, Joe Prophet with Who Gonna Catch These Hands. First off, shout out to Mickey Bay, man, because he literally called what we saw tonight. You know, I was talking with me and Jay Prince was talking. Mickey came up and was like, "Hey, this guy is too damn slow. It's gonna be easy work." And I'm like, "Hey, Mickey, I don't think he's that slow." He was like, "Watch." But my question to you, Dev, is I asked your dad this. You know, he kept yelling shoulders, shoulders. He didn't tell me what that meant, so I'm gonna ask you. What did he mean when he said that? What was that part of the game plan?
Yeah, no. First off, thank you. Yeah, my dad put together a great team of coaches, and a great team overall. But Mickey Bay is a part of the team, obviously, and he got me super sharp. This training camp, he got my reflex, he got my speed, up, and I felt a big difference from this camp to last camp. And so yeah, Mick did a hell of a job, and so my whole team, everybody did a great job. Now to the shoulder thing,
I told him we'd give it to him after it's all done.
Yeah. Man, my dad is a hell of a trainer, and he don't get his credit. He really does not get his credit. I don't know why they don't give him why y'all don't give him his credit. Not only is he a great trainer to me, but he's he puts together a great team to bring the best out of me. My dad doesn't think that he knows everything. He brings in other guys to for defense, for speed, for different things to make me a better fighter. And yeah.
Devin, just down here. There were also times in the fight where your dad said you can beat this guy with one hand. And you obviously dropped him with the right hand, but the jab was the difference maker. Were you almost trying to prove a point, or was it just something that came?
Yeah. What I wanted to do was part of the game plan was to go in there and shock him early. I wanted to shock him early. I wanted him to feel me and to know that that I was in there and I wasn't playing. Because we generally just felt like he didn't respect me, and he was going to just go in there and try to bully me, try to violate me, and so that's why we wanted to go in there and get our respect early, and that's what we did. But I wanted to also get on him, hurt him, and then get on my jab, and then I wanted to keep surprising him, and that's what I kept doing. I would hurt him, hit him with big shots, and then surprise and get back to my jab, and then when he would think that I would jab, then I would come in and throw big punches.
You certainly looked a lot more confident tonight. Would you say Devin Haney is back?
Yeah, I mean that's for you guys to answer. I felt like I never left. I believed in my skills. I believed in my talent. I never got discouraged. Everyone knows what happened with the Ryan Garcia thing. Everybody knows that I was cheated. Whether they want to admit it or not, that was the truth, and that's what happened. No fighter can beat me on an even playing field, and it has not happened before, and it won't happen. So I never lost. I never lost confidence. I trusted in my skills. I got back to the drawing board. I was training, in the dark. I was preparing. A lot of people was writing me off, counting me out. But I kept my head down. I stayed working. I had a good team behind me. My family, kept me motivated, and it all paid off tonight.
Well, I have a question. Is one of the cards was 115, 113. Do you guys agree with that? No, so nobody agrees with it. So if we take it in our hands and we pitch a shutout and we don't make it close, where every judge picks us, that's not boxing? Do you guys want me to give him a game plan with his career and everything that he has in it on some bullshit? I mean, what's boxing? What are you guys on? Has it all just got that it's sports and entertainment, or is it boxing? Radio Raheem?
The question I was going to ask. That was exactly the question I wanted to ask.
Devin, Conor Ben was ringside. We spoke to him before he watched the fights. and he said he did want you. He's talked about the Twitter beef that you guys have had in the past.
These guys must work for Conor Ben or something.
Yeah, it's no longer. I told you, it's Conor Win. Conor, when is he going to do something in boxing that's on Devin Haney's level? I mean, just one thing. Before you start talking to us, man, we then did the stadium in Australia, so that doesn't. We did that for Undisputed. We did Lomachenko.
But y'all don't understand that. I will fight anybody. I don't care. Like, I really don't care. It does not matter to me. I will fight whoever it is. Whoever y'all put in front of me, it does not matter. Whoever y'all say is a guy, it does not matter.
I say he's not the guy, champ.
But that's just no. I'm saying, but the type of fighter that I am, I don't care. Like, I really don't care.
He really doesn't. No, he really doesn't. That's the thing with me and him.
I saw you moving in and out and having success right from the start of the fight. But I heard your father saying, stay in the pocket, stay in there, stop moving out. To Bill's point, that one scorecard that had a 15-13, if you continue to move in and out, are you concerned that the scorecards won't reflect the way you dominate these rounds?
No, I wasn't thinking. I thought I was winning every round easily, so I wasn't really thinking like that. The fight was even close. That wasn't my. It really wasn't my concern. Like, if the fight was like, if what I was doing wasn't being counted or whatever. I was surprised when I heard the scorecard.
Bill, were you saying that so that Devin could make the statement that he would fight in the pocket and not need to move and box to win the fight?
Shout out to Floyd Sr., as well as Mickey Bay, but, Roger Mayweather, Eddie Mustafa, Roy Jones, you know what I mean, who we were, we did the, stayed, what was it, 60? What was smooth 60, right? From Roy Jones. We learned a lot of things from some of the great professors in the game. And I'm saying this, that we can do what we want to do in there. He can handicap a fighter in a way that he's not going to do what he does best on that night when you take it away from him. What happened to pugilism, I'm saying is, if we pitch a shutout, that's the part of boxing. But it seems like that you guys want it to be close. You want us to do everything to jeopardize the O.
But what happened to the left hook, though?
Yeah.
Everybody said that he had a left hook, and I was a sucker for a left hook, and he was this big knockout puncher, and my jab, he was gonna cook off my jab. He hit me with one left hook.
But then listen. So we try for one time. We go in there with Ryan Garcia. We fight the fight with him against the Wilson. He fights in there. He gets dropped 3 times, and he gets up 3 times to fight, and then comes back. I mean, which one do you want? And then you crucify him and says that he's damaged, he's this and that. Which one? What do you guys want?
Well, you landed more left hooks than he did. It looked like you were trying to knock him out with the left hook. But my question is, this was billed as a 50-50 fight.
That's crazy because when I was in training camp, I wasn't even throwing no left hooks. I just started doing that in the fight today. And my dad, he didn't really want me to be throwing left hooks, but I don't know. I don't know. I just seen hooks, so I wanted to hook him.
This being billed as a 50-50 fight, you talking about how easily you got to the victory. Now that it's done, with respect, what mistakes was Brian Norman making that made this fight so easy?
I like Brian Norman. I thank him for the opportunity.
I'll tell you. Shout out to, once again, Virgil Hunter. We've spent a lot of time with professors in the game and learned this craft. They've learned it, unfortunately, in a garage.
But honestly, though,
and he wanted to go at me. And one thing about my son, he says that you don't give me the respect, so I come up and I get mine. I'm going to get mine off because you disrespect me all the time. And you say, listen, he was out-coached. He showed up late. He was too cocky and too arrogant. We showed up on November the 2nd as challengers here. We got acclimated, right? By the time they showed up, we was already sparring at 4 a.m. He never had any days to get acclimated, guys. He was moving slow. His dad made a bad decision.
And also, it wasn't what he was not, what he didn't do. It's what I would not let him do.
That too.
I took what he wanted to do away from him. No
That's
matter
it.
what y'all say, my dad put together a game plan that handicapped him, and he
Yes.
could not do what he wanted to do.
I want to give Rick Reno an opportunity to say some words.
Yes.
Well, I'll say this to Devin's point. Devin never shies away from any challenge, any name that we've discussed with him. He just says, put the right number on the contract, and he'll fight him. Whether it's the winner of Garcia Barrios, whether it's the winner of Tio and Shakur, whether it's Connor Ben, whoever. Anyone that we put down on paper, as long as the money makes sense, Devin's there. Whether it's in Riyadh, whether it's in the States, he doesn't care. He's never. The minute we put Brian Norman, no one wanted to fight Brian Norman. We put Brian Norman's name down. He said, okay, how much and where? Give me the date. And him and Bill went into camp, put together a game plan. You know, at times Brian Norman was the betting favorite. And, you know, you saw what happened. Devin shut him down.
But Reno, listen, we're expecting Dr. Rakan and Turkey to come in and do what they said in boxing. They're supposed to make these fights happen, make these guys fight, or not be a part of it. We showed up part of Riyadh season, and, you know, we're willing to fight anybody. I think that it should be an even playing field, and those guys need to fight each other, too. Am I saying anything wrong?
No, you're exactly correct.
Absolutely, King.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.